On this day in history, July 14th, 1223, Louis VIII becomes King of France upon the death of his father, Philip II. Included in the following is an excerpt from the 1944 edition of the Encyclopaedia Britannica going over the history of the king. Louis VIII, born 1187, died 1226, eldest son of Philip Augustus and of Isabella Hainaut, was born in Paris on September 5, 1187. Louis left the reputation of a saint, but was also a warrior prince. In 1213 he led the campaign against Ferrand, Count of Flanders. In 1214, while Philip Augustus was winning the victories of Bouvines, he held John of England in check, and was victorious at La Roche-aux-Moines. In the autumn of 1215, Louis received from a group of English barons, headed by Geoffrey de Mandeville, a request to pluck them out of the hand of this tyrant, John. Louis himself prepared to invade England. The expedition was forbidden by the papal legate, but Louis landed at Stonar on May 22, 1216. The pretexts on which he claimed the English crown were set down in a memorandum drawn up by French lawyers in 1215. These claims, that John had forfeited the crown by the murder of his nephew, Arthur of Brittany, and that the English barons had the right to depose of the vacant throne, lost their plausibility on the death of King John and the accession of his infant son as Henry III. In October 1216, the papal legate, Gualo, arrived in England at the same time as Louis. He excommunicated the French troops and the English rebels, and, after the Fair of Lincoln, in which his army was defeated, Louis resigned his pretensions, though by a secret article of the Treaty of Lambeth, September 1217, he secured a small war indemnity. Louis had assisted Simon de Montfort in his war against the Albigenses in 1215, and after his return to France he again joined the crusade. With Simon's son and successor, Amaury de Montfort, he directed the brutal massacre which followed the capture of Marmande. Philip Augustus dying on July 14, 1223, Louis VIII was anointed at Rheims on August 6th. He continued his father's policy. His reign was taken up by two great designs: to destroy the power of the Plantagenets, and to conquer the heretical south of France. An expedition conquered Poitou and Saintonge, 1224. In 1226 he led the crusade against the Albigenses in the south, forced Avignon to capitulate, and received the submission of Languedoc. While passing the Auvergne on his return to Paris, he died at Montpensier on November 8, 1226. His reign, short as it was, brought gains both to the royal domains and to the power of the crown over the feudal lords. He had married in 1200 Blanche of Castile, daughter of Alfonso IX of Castile, and granddaughter of Henry II of England, who bore him 12 children. His eldest surviving son was his successor, Louis IX.